subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me the opportunity of standing here humbly and respectably in front of you as chairman of this most beautiful house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Respected brothers, I would also like to thank and honor my parents, who by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nurtured me. Nurtured me and brought me to the stage where I am in front of you as the chair of this masjid. Respected brothers and sisters, it's been a total honor in the last couple of years to be involved in this masjid, and it's a wonderfully exciting time. I don't think I was capable of doing this in any way, shape or form alone. We have a brilliant team of management committee here, both past and present, of which many of our elders, as Imam Sahibs have said before, are sitting on the seats. About 5 minutes ago, there was a short disturbance in the back, and many brothers were focused on what was happening. Haji Lal Sahib is my father, and for many, many years, he worked very, very hard in this masjid. He's now very ill, and we are all going to go through this one time in our lives. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him, and make khususi dua for him, Imam Sahibs, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his suffer easy, and may he stay on our heads as a father. Respected brothers, we're here today to celebrate the grand opening of Easton Jamia Mosque. Easton Jamia Mosque has always been open for the last 35 years, alhamdulillah, and key people have kept it open. The recent project happened in the last couple of years through my chairmanship, through other brothers, Brother Shahid Awan's treasury skills, through Brother Abid's secretary skills, through Brother Arif's, he's always humble, but Brother Arif's fundraising skills. Shah Sahib's father, figure on our head, Brother Javed Malik, Brother Farooq Sadiq, and Brother Musa Bhai, who's in India at the moment, Uncle Yaqub Sahib, and Naeem Tahir Sahib, and also Muhammad Rashid Sahib. I am nobody on my own, brothers. This project was for every single one of you. You have fundraised, you have put the bricks in place, you have cleaned the dust, you have bowed to the dust of this place. There was people praying here when there was no roof on this building. There was kids who came here and learnt the Quran when there was rain in the back of this building, and they were soaking wet. And we are nothing. We are just people that you gave a responsibility to, and we delivered to the best of our ability what we could. And there must be plenty of faults. And for the love of Allah, I would request that you all pray that if there is any shortcomings, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. So the next part of this small gathering is that we, myself and Brother Arif, are going to present awards to 3 individuals. And we have the Mayor of Bristol, Marvin Rees here. We have a wonderful personality from the police, Andy Bennett, who's been involved with a lot of things, recently grassroots from the police. We did have the mayor, the Lord Mayor of Bristol, but I'm not sure that she stayed. If she has, then if she can come forward, please. But the award we're giving is, number one, it's just to recognize really that these people who are not Muslim, who are not part of our congregation, but who went that extra mile. On Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'd come here, and the dust and dirt and the carpets and everything was all over the place. And these boys would encourage me, they would tap me on the back, and they say, Abdul, what are you looking at? Don't worry, 5 minutes, and it's all going to be done. And alhamdulillah, it might not have been 5 minutes, but slightly above. But before Jummah, inshallah, everything was ready. So, I mean, that's just a small example. These guys have bent over backwards for us here. I declare to you that this masjid has spent about £380,000 on this extension. We've doubled our footprint. We've doubled our capacity. I had a brother here from Birmingham last week who looked at this place and said it must have cost you £1 million. And he was a mosque builder. Malkhiza Sahib brought him in to appraise the work. So alhamdulillah, you should be proud of what we've achieved here. It was a united effort, no single person's effort here. And anybody that tries to say that anybody is trying to claim any fame on their own is totally wrong, because nobody could do this on their own. There was a period I was in hospital, and alhamdulillah, the work carried on. My mother-in-law died, I was in Pakistan for a week, and the work carried on. These brothers are my strength, and they stood behind me and they said, brother, you go forward, we're behind you. Nothing will stop us. But then there are these figures that I want to mention today, and M&M Constructions, if I can ask for Cliff or Umar, or any representative of M&M Constructions to come forward. Brother Umar came to us with a bad belly, and he lost a kidney in the process of this work. He's lost all his teeth. He's had 3 strokes. He's lost a finger yesterday. I mean, we're just about hanging on to this bloke. But come on, Brother Umar. Jazakallah. Thank you very much for your efforts. This is Brother Umar. Many of you will know him. He's built Hazrat Bilal Center as well, and he's going to be building many more mosques. And this is Cliff. Cliff is he's amazing. This guy was the power behind. He didn't. All the girders you see, all the metal, the steelwork. This guy said, "Look, Abdul, we've got it. We don't need no machinery here. We've got it. We're the machines." So this man was the power and energy. Brother Arif, there's awards there, and you'll see they have M&M Construction. So there's one trophy for these boys, and the trophy doesn't mean anything. It's what's in our hearts, and we really do appreciate what you've done for us. And I would like the representative of the police, so Andy, if you can come and help us with this award.
This is Commander Andy Bennett, representing the Avon and Somerset Constabulary, mashallah. And we're really grateful that he's donated his valuable time. He actually came here about 2:30, 2:45, and he's still stayed here, and that's a big thing. We really humbly thank you, Andy Bennett. Thank you.
Mashallah, mashallah.
This is the award.
You can take the paper off.
So congratulations for all your hard work, for what you've delivered to this community. Well done. Who's going to hold it? You're going to hold it up and show me a photograph.
Thank you.
No clapping in the mosque. Can I ask you to, first of all, Andy, if you can say a few words, and then I'll get Brother Umar to say a few words.
So I genuinely will only say a few words. This is my 3rd visit in 3 months. I came in April, and it really was a building site. I came here when you had your iftar, and it was nearly ready, and I've come today to this wonderful building. I'm going to say that I'm very, very fond of this place of worship, and that's because every time I come here, I am made very, very welcome. The work that you are doing, not just in this building, but in this community, is amazing. I came to iftar and saw thousands of people outside enjoying together the breaking of the fast, and it was a very moving experience, and it shows that you have truly worked hard to bring a community to this part of Easton. You should be very, very proud of yourselves, hence why I'm happy to come and celebrate today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brother Umar, would you like to say a few words?
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. I'd really like to thank you so much for our award. We do not deserve it. I think it's the committee that deserves the awards more than us. Because there was those in here who thought it could not be done, and those who said it wouldn't be done. But the committee, Arif and Abdul and Tariq Khan said it will be done, and it was. And I cannot thank them enough. But this mosque is not for us, it's for our children's children. It is, it really is. We could build the most beautiful mosques in the world, but if the children ain't here, it would have been done in vain. Because I'm looking around and I cannot see the ratio enough. Please bring the children. It's so important. And thank you. I know there's 21 of the murderers, but it's been good.
You okay, Cliff? You want to say something? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can take a seat with your award. Thank you very much. Just give me one. So the next presentation, I'd like the Mayor, respectively, sitting on my right. Believe it or not, this guy is the humble Mayor of Bristol, and he's here with us. The way, we're sitting, there was no chair needed. This guy is just grassroots like us. So we must connect with this person and help him to settle some of the issues we have in Bristol. Come on, Marvin. You can say a few words before I introduce the next award.
By the way, before Marvin says anything, before Marvin does go on about it, I was supposed to meet him last night and give him an Asian kameez salwar. But unfortunately we could not meet last night, otherwise he would have been traditionally dressed today in one of our kameez salwar as well.
That was the promise. It's due to come. So I'll just say three quick things. First of all, I want to thank everyone for welcoming me into the community today. And this is not a one-off. I've had the welcome over years, and it really is something that makes me feel very special. I suppose much of it comes from, and what came out when I ran for mayor was really amazing when Afzal and so was taking me around, and I was meeting people I went to school with and used to play cricket with on Beaumont Street back in the day. So we know that many of us grew up in this area together. And thirdly, I'd just like to pick up what we heard just now about unity and peace and love. And again, I wasn't able to come to the breaking of fast, but my mum was here. She said it was incredible. And it's just to remind us and remind the city that that kind of unity doesn't come about by accident. It doesn't just drift along. We have to be very intentional about it. And the work that you're doing amongst yourselves and the work reaching out into the city as well is exactly that kind of intentionality we need if we're going to build the Bristol we want. As I keep reminding people, we are Bristol because we are international. 180 countries of origin, 92 languages. That's what makes this city the place I'm proud to call my own. And I'm sure it's the place, it makes the city the place that you're proud to call your home too. So thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, Marvin. If you can stay there for us, I'm going to ask a friend of mine to come here by the name of Nick Duke. Nick has helped inspire the interior design that you see today. He's helped us achieve the vision that I personally had for this place. And to tell you the truth, it's easy to have a vision, it's easy to illustrate it, it's easy to put it, pen to paper and put it on CAD. But the people that deliver it, or the people that can actually pinpoint what the vision is going to be and how it's going to be delivered, those are the people that need recognition. And this guy, even last night until 11 o'clock, we were finishing these pillars off. But there's no reason why Nick should have been here at 11 o'clock at night. Should have been one of us. But Nick has been the strength behind the completion of the work, and I think it's important to recognize Nick. He does a lot of work in the community, and he's brought a lot of people to the gathering the other day and today. So thank you very much, Nick. We thank you, and we would like you to have this award from the Mayor of Bristol on behalf of the mosque. If you want to hear Nick's comments, they're going to be on the BBC tonight. I think we've got an extended half an hour, inshallah, soon as well. So, Jazakallah, everybody. In closing, I'm going to... do you want to... Yeah, okay. So, in closing, I'm going to give it back to the Mayor, and then we'll pass it back to Imam Saad, and Brother Arif wants to say a few words. But we have got one more award, and I don't think Jason is here, but he was the electrician that picked off when an electrician broke his foot, and there was no hope. The electric was everywhere, and this guy stepped in and he finished not only the electric, but he also helped Umar with the plumbing, and he also did some carpentry work for us. But Jason's not here, but we thank him anyway, and his award is there on the left-hand side. Inshallah, we will present it to him with respect. Do we have somebody on behalf of Jason?
Yeah, Umar.
Okay, Brother Umar, if you can come and take the award on behalf of Jason and pass it to him. Jazakallah. So, Brother Arif, do you want to